Hello, 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 hello.
We're going to share all the reasons why we live in the Dominican Republic and not the United States.
Hello, hola, it's Yonny and Kayla. Hola, hello, from the DR to Buffalo.
Okay, my life have been living in the Dominican Republic for 1 year, and many people ask why Kayla decided to live here. And
Because a lot of people move. So when a Dominican gets married to an American, they leave.
They used to leave.
That's what happens usually.
But guess what? Nah, we love here.
I love it
Both
here.
of us, we love it here.
And here is why. The first reason why we live here is because the weather. It's perfect.
Well, yeah. Even though in some occasion it's too hot, too much hot. Actually, it's nearly always hot.
Okay, so in the summer it's really, really hot, and we just kind of stay inside during the afternoon and just take a nap because it's too hot.
Yeah.
But like the other 6 months of the year, it's actually pretty chilly, and it's warm and it's comfortable, and I've never been cold here. In Buffalo, I was cold, and I was sick all the time. I had really bad allergies all year round, and here my allergies are completely gone. My skin allergies are coming, but my seasonal allergies are completely gone.
To do some activities here is a little bit difficult, kind of, because of the hot heat. For example, exercise.
Yeah, you just have to plan it. Like, if you want to exercise, go in the morning before the sun comes up. And even though there are hurricanes here and tropical storms, they have not hit.
Like, directly to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and there was the one that you were saying was in the news.
Yeah.
How the hurricane was coming and coming,
and then it's whoop,
it
whoop,
jumped
and
over.
jumped over the country
and then kept going.
Yeah, and then kept going. That's God. We just glorify God for it. Reason number 2. People here are very, very helpful
and friendly.
I mean, you cannot be in a place with the Dominican that the Dominican doesn't say hi or hello or talk or want to help or something. I mean,
yes, like when my parents were here. So my parents were here and we went to Jumbo. And my dad and Mariano were in the car, but they decided to move the car to a different spot. So when me and my mom came out of the store, we walked to where we thought they parked, and they weren't there. And we were just like looking and looking and looking. And one of the girls who was selling avocados in the parking lot, she noticed that we were looking for the car. She's like, "Oh, come on, follow me." And she took us all the way to where she watched where you parked.
Yeah.
Took us there. And she didn't have to do that.
No.
But people are just really, really friendly and really helpful.
Yeah, like we look.
You watch people.
We watch. That's why about the staring.
Yes, but I was glad she stared that day because me and my mom had no idea where he went.
Actually, if she would not stare, somebody else would stare.
That's true. And then they would have told us.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, everyone is super friendly, which I've noticed going back to the U.S. a couple weeks ago, how rude people are. Maybe it's just airports, but everyone at the airport was super rude. Not the Buffalo airport, by the way. Buffalo has some pretty friendly people. But a lot of people are just kind of focused on themselves.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah, in the United States. But not here. And that's why we like it.
One of another reason which I love my country and Kayla love it is we are many Christian. I mean, Christian in all over the place. Says there are Christian. If you go to any city, you will find Christian in all over. Another thing about that is that people respect God. People recognize that God is real, that God is good, that they can go to God.
Even if they're not a Christian, they still acknowledge
Yeah,
God.
and they respect it. I mean, they respect it. I mean, the respect that they have, the people who are not Christian from here, and it's so amazing. I mean, it's so good that, for example, when we invite them to go to church, to whoever, they go.
There are also many places to visit in the Dominican Republic. We have only been to the capital, La Romana, and Samana, but there are many more places. There's mountains, beaches, waterfalls. There's a lot of adventuring and exploring to do, and there are a lot more places we do want to go visit.
Like Cayacoa, Constanza, all the other many other places that we want to visit.
Yeah, so if you like beaches and mountains,
Oh yeah,
the Dominican Republic would be a great place to visit
absolutely.
or move.
Or move.
So our next reason for living in the Dominican Republic is that it is cheap. We recently made a video about the cost of living, and basically we can cover all of our bills and expenses on $500 a month. That's rent, food, grocery, electric, Wi-Fi, everything is $500 a month, which is very cheap compared to the United States. And also, we don't have an air conditioner and we don't have an inverter if the power goes out, but if you did want those things, they are relatively cheap. Like, they're expensive for us, but an air conditioner is $300 to $500. You can just put it in the wall, even if you're in an apartment, or the inverter for when the power goes out. The batteries are kind of expensive. They're like $1,000.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you wanted that and you were going to be here for a long time, like if we're going to be here for a long time, in the future we would probably invest in those things.
Yeah, we will need those things.
But right now we don't have them.
So.
But even when we do get them, they are going to be relatively cheap.
And it's depending of the place too, because, for example, I mean, about the air condition, we live here in this building, and this building is open, and air can come in.
There's a nice breeze and wind, so we don't really need it right now.
Our windows are always open.
Because we have screens.
Because we are, absolutely. Without screen,
But the Dominican Republic is overall, I think, a cheaper place to live. The next reason why we still live in the Dominican Republic is because a visa is hard to get. Now, if a visa was easy to get, I think we would still live here, but it kind of affects our choice somewhat. The fact that it's very difficult for a Dominican to get a visa, especially because we're married now. If we had gotten the visa when we were engaged and we wanted to live in the U.S., that one would have been easier to get, that kind of visa. But since we're already married and we're living here and we just want a travel visa, that one's harder to get.
Yes, it's really hard to get.
Even though everyone thinks we already got it.
Yeah. You know that people shout and say, "Hey, you got your visa! Hey, you got your visa!"
If a Dominican is walking with an American.
With an American, exactly. That's what I mean. They're like, "Hey, you got your visa," because every time I walk in the street, when we are walking in the street, or running or whatever,
at least one person says something every single time.
Every single time we walk, "Hey, you got your visa!" Like yesterday, we came from boxing, and a girl was driving a motorcycle, and she was like, "Hey, boy, you got your visa, dude." But anyway,
it's kind of like, what? Am I only good for a visa? That's all I'm good for.
Of course not.
I know, because I didn't even get you a visa. Also, life is not all about money. Money is not the most important thing. It's not something that we should just spend all of our time getting and accumulating and getting more money and more things, because life is not all about just getting money. Because people who have money, like celebrities, they're not happy. And people in the United States are not happy having all these things and money, because it makes more stress. It creates more stress. And when I came to the Dominican Republic for the first time when I was a teenager, that was like the one thing I noticed was everyone here is so much happier than everyone, like as a whole. Like most people here are happier than people in the United States, and they don't have money here, but they're happy, which goes to show you can be happy no matter what. You can be happy in any circumstance. Money isn't gonna make your life happier. Like, sure, you need money.
Yeah, you need it.
And you need to live,
And,
but
yeah.
it's not gonna like give you joy.
No, I mean, what you really need from your inside, you need to like let go a little bit. You need to let go a little bit. Too much focus on the money. You can get the money, and then when you get the money, you will want more money, and then we'll want more money, and then you won't. I mean, and it's a circle that never
Never-ending
ends.
cycle.
Yeah, it's a never-ending cycle.
So, there are, oh my gosh, the mosquito. Okay. There are good things and bad things about anywhere you live.
Yep.
I mean, there are mosquitoes everywhere here, cockroaches, flying cockroaches, termites, tarantulas, little tarantulas that keep getting into our apartment when it rains. The mosquito that got into our apartment, oh my gosh, it bit me and I'm swelling.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
But anyway, we still love it here, even though there are some not so great things. I mean, there are not so great things about everywhere. Buffalo is so cold that it hurts sometimes. But let us know where you live and your favorite thing about it.
Peace out.
I'm doing fine. So is your worried mind. Sit back and close your eyes. Yeah, this land is a paradise, and the people are so very nice. I'm happier than